Hello and welcome to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Grand Arena Championships, Season 21, Week 4, Round 2. My name is Boma Fett. I'm currently 10-0 this season. You can see I'm in the top 100 in Division 4, but I think that's going to end this round. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I am very proudly a non-GL owner, but I have been working slowly toward Jedi Master Luke. I've actually been ready to go for Jedi Master Luke for a couple of weeks now, but I've waited. I wanted to wait until I got locked into this week and had been assigned to my group, and then I would put all my relics on all of my characters. I didn't want to do it before then because I didn't want it to adversely affect my matchups. So that was my strategy, but it didn't work. It turns out that my group has 5 Galactic Legends out of the other 7 players. In the first round, I was matched against an SLKR, and they auto-set their defense, and so I won. This round, though, I don't think I'm going to be so lucky. Let's see who my opponent is. Boney69 Kenobi. You know, I teach high school and junior high. This is like something that a junior high schooler would come up with. It's not even clever enough for high school. So I'm just going to call my opponent Kenobi. Let's go to the hotbot for a quick comparison. So the hotbot shows my side lit up in green with a few spots of red on Kenobi's side. So let's zoom in and take a closer look. In this top section, the first thing that jumps out at me is the guild GP is on the low side, but it doesn't seem to have adversely affected Kenobi's roster. Our current scores are very similar. His best score is over 50k, which is great. Lifetime banner 765 is excellent. 276 undersized, 136 clears. Those are both very solid numbers. 552 defends, and almost 2,000 offensive wins. Now this ratio is a little bit low, so you would think that might mean that Kenobi is not setting a terribly tough defense, but it's actually because of his SLKR, people are not making it to the back zone, so they're not having as many opportunities to lose matches, and people just are not attacking his SLKR. It took me quite a while browsing through battles to find someone who actually attacked his SLKR. Now in this next section, the numbers are going to be quite a bit off from what they actually are right now, because I put all of those relics on those characters after locking in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my numbers from before I locked in, so we can compare those to Kenobi's. So here are the correct numbers. You can see that I have almost 500,000 more overall galactic power. I've got a higher top 80 and top 65. I've got nearly 30 more Zetas. I've got quite a bit more speed at the top of my roster. I've got 5 more Gear 13 characters. He's got 17 more Gear 12, and I have 8 more Gear 11 and above. I have more than 100 more 6-dot mods, and I have a lot more mods with high-speed secondaries. In the relic summary, even though I have more Gear 13 characters, he has more total relic levels, 158 to 131. In the meta characters, here is his SLKR. It is Relic 7 with the ultimate. He's got a Relic 7 Jedi Knight Luke. He also has Gas and Darth Revan relict. In the key characters and important ships, this is where we do see a small effect from his low guild GP. He has a 5-star Malevolence and a 5-star Wat Tambor, but honestly, those are not a big deal. What I think is a bigger deal here is his level 1 Gear 1 Emphas Nest. Kenobi has made a lot of compromises with his roster in order to have that GL and Jedi Knight Luke. So let's go back to the game and take a closer look at that roster. Here's the SLKR in the arena and the Negotiator in the fleet arena. Here are Kenobi's relic characters, and they are almost all the characters needed to get SLKR or Jedi Master Luke. There are a few other characters here. We do have some Separatist droids and Grievous. We do have some Galactic Republic. we've got Darth Revan, Darth Vader. But by and large, almost entirely SLKR and JKL. And that's what this game has become. So some important characters at Gear 12 and below, we've got Bastila Fallen, Bosk, Darth Malak, the Sith Triumvirate, Geonosians, Thrawn, Grandmaster Yoda, Jedi Knight Anakin, Jedi Knight Revan, Night Sisters, Jolee Bindo, Jedi Training Rey. Gear 11, we've got Bastila Shan. Scrolling to the bottom of the roster, we've got 3PO and Chewie, Resistance heroes, Moff Gideon, Jango Fett, Emphas Nest, Dark Trooper. In fact, Kenobi hasn't even unlocked his Bad Batch characters. Really, really good characters that have just been ignored at the bottom of the roster because you have to go for those Galactic Legends now. You can't just go for your favorite characters. You have to go for Galactic Legends if you are going to be competitive. And the nerfs that they just did make that even more true than ever before. And so this is the kind of roster that you are going to see from here on out. You just go for Galactic Legends. To me, that's a much less fun way to play the game. But that's what this game has become. That's what CG seems to want. Even though, if you listen to them in interviews, that's not at all what they say they want.
I just want to make a fun game where you can collect cool Star Wars characters and not feel like, I didn't get these characters and I didn't relic them up to 9, and so I just can't compete anymore, right? That's not really a game that I want the players to experience. I want them to be able to collect, the cool characters that they like and feel like that they're not just going to instantly be destroyed.
Well, that is an amazing clip, isn't it? That's the best argument ever against Galactic Legends, and it's being made by a developer. Of course, he wasn't talking about Galactic Legends there. He was actually talking about why Vader needed to be nerfed so hard. Because Vader is too powerful, and he can just defeat any squad that gets created. Well, the problem with that argument is Vader is actually very beatable on defense, and GLs are not, and everybody has a Vader. So my Vader can nuke one of your squads, your Vader can nuke one of my squads. That's a level playing field. That's not hurting game balance at all. So just a remarkable, remarkable quote there. Alright, so you can see I've made it into Kyber. I hit Kyber when I was setting my defense. I'm at rank 313 now. I showed you earlier rank 98. That was rank 98 in Erodium, but there were already a bunch of people who had made it up into Kyber. So now I've joined them in Kyber, and I'm 313. So let's go ahead and take a look at the board. I decided to go very heavy on defense to try and stop him from clearing me, since I won't be able to clear him. But he actually goes very heavy on defense usually as well. So you can see he not only has SLKR, but there's Jedi Knight Luke and Padme. But let's take a look at my defense first. In the top zone, I've got Poggle, Newt, Bosk, and Beskar Mando. And the Bosk squad, I actually went back to a squad that I used to set, which is Bosk, Greef, and Dengar, instead of Bosk, Boba, and Cad. Even though Greef and Dengar are lower geared, they're gear 11 instead of gear 12, the synergy here I think is better. It's a better defensive squad. In the bottom zone, I've got Darth Revan, Savage Malak, and Jedi Knight Luke. Again, I've split up Revan and Malak in order to make two very good teams. I could have one killer team or two very good teams, and I decided to go with two very good teams because that should eat into his depth. He said a lot on defense. He's not going to have a whole lot of depth for offense, so I'm hoping that I can stop him by putting two very good teams on defense there. In the back zone, I've got Fin Fin Poe, Rolo Cholo Lando, General Grievous, Night Sister Cheese, and Huck's First Order. So I tried not to place anything that he could just roll over. He's going to have to use full squads, and I'm hoping that he's only able to clear 2 zones, if that. And the ship zone, I saved both of my Get-To ships for offense because he puts both of his Get-To ships on defense. So we've got Thrawn and we've got Home 1. So his entire strategy is built on putting SLKR here. That prevents people from clearing this bottom zone. He puts good squads up here, hoping they won't be able to get through there. But if they do, he puts both his Get-To ships here, hoping to prevent them from clearing the ship zone. So he's trying to hold people to, at most, clearing 1 zone. So this is a very good strategy, and it's been made even better by the nerfs that protect the Galactic Legends and make them virtually unbeatable. Now, I might be able to 2-shot or 3-shot this SLKR, but I don't think I'd be able to do that and take out the rest of his defense and set a good defense of my own. So I'll be back later to make my attacks. I'm actually going to try and wait as long as I can to see if he will attack first and see what he does against my defense, and that will let me know if I even have a shot at all. Alright, so Kenobi attacked overnight, so let me show you what he's done against my defense. Only 1 zone cleared. 1 against Poggle, 2 against Newt, 2 against Bosk, and 1 against Beskar Mando. He has not tried against my ships yet, so I'm sure he's planning on coming back and doing that if I'm able to clear through his top 2 zones. In the bottom, 1 against Darth Revan, 2 against Jedi Knight Luke, and he was able to take out Old Ben, but Luke and Hermit Yoda are fine. 1 against Savage Malik, and Malik is still alive. So I have a feeling if I do okay against his defense, and he needs to, he'll come back and he'll try these squads again as well. So let me show you what I'm facing. On the bottom, we've got the SLKR, and then we have Crew First Order and Huck's First Order. In the top zone, we've got Padme, Jedi Knight Luke, Geonosians, and Grievous. So he really went all in on defense. So maybe he has nothing left to try against that Jedi Knight Luke and that Malik. Now here's the issue I'm facing. In the past, against Jedi Knight Luke, I've used either Vader, who just got nerfed and may not work anymore, or a mirror match, and I put my Jedi Knight Luke on defense. So I'm thinking I may go with General Skywalker against Jedi Knight Luke. According to SWGOH.GG, that only has about a 50% chance of working, but I think a lot of those statistics are coming from before the nerfs. So I think Gas is probably more effective than that against Jedi Luke now. In fact, I know he is because I used to easily beat Gas in the arena, and now I'm struggling against Gas in the arena. Now granted, that's 5v5, but I think it may work here in 3v3. So we're going to try that first. If that doesn't work, I'll try Vader. But that's going to leave me dangerously thin on offense. He also does not have a tank, and he doesn't have Hermit Yoda. I'm going to go after Anakin first. We'll take out Ahsoka next. Probably should have put the armor shred on Luke. Okay, and now my squad is going to be slowed down. Keep calling Anakin to assist. Okay, and now he's going to go down. And he goes down. 53. Against Grievous, we're going to go with the Night Sisters. Very unreliable counter. But I'm hoping Plague will at least take out the B1. And if I get good RNG, I can win it. Go for the stun. Another stun. And now the Plague. Wow. Okay, bring him back. Let's continue to work on the B1. Try and stun Magna again. Okay, bring him back. Stun. Excellent. Bring him back. Bring back Spirit. Big hit. 51. Against the Geos, we're going to use Vader, I think. Before I attack these two squads, I actually want to make sure that I can take out the Kylo Ren unmasked. I'm going to be using my Jedi Training Ray to punch up. This may not work because my BB-8 is only gear 11, so I may need to bring in one of my better squads here. Okay, we're going to try and stun... Oh, darn it. I always do that. We'll try and stun Kylo Ren unmasked. I really need to slow down my R2 or speed up my BB-8. We'll wiggle. We'll wave. He's the guy I'm most worried about, actually. Okay, let's get rid of Executioner as quickly as possible. Going to try and stun OG Kylo. We'll wave on crew. And we'll take out Executioner. That AoE does so much damage. Let's get rid of this guy as quickly as we can. See if we can stun crew. No? Darn it. Let's wave OG and get rid of the Retribution. Let's try and stun here. Oh, man. Stop picking on my R2. Let's hide everybody but Rey. Wave Kylo Ren unmasked. Get a stun over here. Darn it. Illuminated Destiny will help a little bit. Get a stun. There we go. Thank you. Let's take him out. There we go. Alright. So this should work. It's not going to be great banners, but that frees me up to use better squads elsewhere. $51. We'll come back for Hux. We're going to go against the Geonosians with Vader, EP, Vader, and Thrawn. Force Crush, Merciless, throw on the Spy, excellent. I was a little worried that wouldn't work because of the nerf to Vader. Another Force Crush, and we'll go ahead and throw there. Ability Block, now they can't bring back the Brute. Go ahead and Fracture, Stuns. $54. We'll go Jedi Revan against Padme. I'm going to save Bastila, just in case I need a backup squad. Although I do have my Rebels as backup squads as well. We'll go ahead and mark Padme. Pass turn meter to Yoda. Almost got her. AoE. Goodbye, Padme. We'll spread buffs. Call Yoda to assist. Big hit from Yoda. We'll mark GK. AoE. Pass turn meter to Yoda. Spread buffs. Big hit. 54. Okay, I'm currently in the lead. He set his Negotiator and his Malevolence. Take out this Hux squad with Padme. We'll go ahead and do the AoE for protection up. Let's see if we can stun Red. Let's get rid of Red. Protection up. Retribution. Goodbye, Hux. More protection up. Goodbye, Sunfac. 54. Alright, I am actually going to go ahead and try SLKR with CLS Han and Chewie. Or should I go Wedge Han and Chewie and then CLS 3PO and 2PO? Let's do that. See if we can take out the officer. Of course, the poke on Chewie. Okay. Just go all in on SLKR. Blind them. Okay, goodbye, Stormtrooper. That looked promising at first. Okay, so I'm done attacking SLKR. I do think if I had kept my Jedi Knight Luke for offense, I might have been able to beat him. But that's no guarantee. And I really wanted a strong defense to try and stop him, so what can I do? Alright, we're gonna go with mirror matches here. I hate mirror matches, but I'm more comfortable with negotiator versus negotiator. I'm going to put the buff immunity on Anakin. AoE Anakin. And now we'll just take him out. Wow, the Rebel Y-Wing, huh? That's an interesting choice. I wonder if that was a mistake, if they meant to do the BTL. Okay, let's drive turn meter. Give this to Anakin. Get rid of that defense down there. Do the unending loyalty. Just do a basic here. We'll bring in Snips. Let's buff up the Y-Wing. Another Rebel ship. What does he use for his Rebel fleet then? Alright, let's do the bombing run. $66. Now this mirror match is not something that I ever do, so this could be a little bit sketchy. I'm going to save my bounty hunters as a backup squad. Put the buzz droids on the spy. Put buzz droids on everybody. Goodbye, spy. More buzz droids on Sunfac. Goodbye, Sunfac. Now the hyena comes in. Interesting. We'll bring in our spy. Force the taunt on the soldier. Get rid of the buzzies on the hyena. This should do it. So 60 banners, not great on the banners, but 2045 is my final. We'll come back later and see if Kenobi takes out my ships and if he's able to clear that bottom zone. All right, so I did get the win against Kenobi. Let's take a look at the board. So as expected, he did come back and he cleared the fleets. One shot against each fleet, but he only got a 59 against one fleet and a 57 against the other. Not sure which one was which. You can see I got out 2 reinforcements on each ship, so he was not efficient there. And in the bottom zone, he cleared Malak. You can see he took a total of 6 battles against Jedi Knight Luke. He had already killed Kenobi. He could not touch Jedi Luke or Hermit Yoda. So the final score is 2045 to 1968. And I know you're probably saying, see, depth can still beat Galactic Legends. Sure, it worked this time, but mostly that's because Kenobi played a poor defensive strategy. Had he put weaker teams on defense, he could have saved himself more for offense and gotten through this Jedi Knight Luke. So after the nerfs, the old Ray and Pray or SLK and Pray, those strategies are now valid strategies. But that's not what Kenobi did. He played a really heavy defense. I was able to one-shot all of his other squads, and I came away victorious. So I would like to thank Kenobi for the match, and thank you all for watching. I will see you next round.